The Matrix from 1999 follows Thomas Anderson, known as Neo, as he navigates a reality-shattering revelation about the nature of his world, exploring themes of perception, free will, identity, and technological control. The narrative begins with Neo leading a double life as a computer programmer and hacker, establishing the contrast between conventional societal roles and the latent potential for self-determination and awareness. Neo's existential questioning sets the stage for exploration of cognitive awakening, ethical responsibility, and the limits of human perception, emphasizing the philosophical implications of knowledge and consciousness within complex and controlled systems. The plot escalates when Neo is contacted by Morpheus and introduced to the concept of the Matrix, a simulated reality designed to control human minds while machines harvest their energy. This revelation challenges Neo's understanding of reality and personal agency, illustrating the tension between perception and objective truth. The narrative emphasizes the importance of critical thinking, skepticism, and the integration of new information into previously held beliefs, highlighting cognitive flexibility and adaptive reasoning as essential tools in navigating complex and deceptive systems. Neo's journey represents a transition from passive acceptance to active engagement with reality and ethical responsibility. Morpheus and Trinity serve as mentors, guides, and relational anchors, emphasizing the interplay between individual potential and social influence. Morpheus embodies unwavering belief in Neo's capacity, while Trinity demonstrates practical expertise and relational support, illustrating the importance of mentorship, collaboration, and social intelligence in achieving mastery and navigating uncertainty. The narrative underscores that personal growth and operational effectiveness are augmented by relational dynamics, emphasizing trust, communication, and shared purpose in high-stakes environments. Antagonistic forces, primarily represented by Agent Smith and other sentient programs, embody both operational and philosophical challenges. These agents enforce systemic control, prioritize efficiency over morality, and test Neo's capacity for strategic reasoning, ethical judgment, and adaptive problem-solving. The narrative explores the tension between individual agency and systemic constraint, illustrating that mastery in complex environments requires cognitive agility, situational awareness, and ethical discernment. Each confrontation between Neo and the agents serves as a multidimensional test of skill, judgment, and resilience, highlighting the integration of physical, cognitive, and moral capacities. Action sequences are intricately choreographed, blending martial arts, acrobatics, and simulated physics to emphasize the interaction between skill, technology, and strategic cognition. Bullet dodging, combat maneuvers, and the manipulation of the simulated environment illustrate Neo's evolving mastery over both self and system, reinforcing the central theme that awareness and understanding enable effective intervention in otherwise constraining circumstances. The narrative emphasizes that adaptability, ingenuity, and ethical judgment are as essential as raw physical ability in navigating high-stakes operational challenges. Technological and metaphysical themes are central to the film. The Matrix itself serves as both a narrative device and a philosophical construct, exploring the nature of reality, the limits of perception, and the consequences of artificial control. The narrative examines the ethical implications of technological dominance and the exploitation of human cognition, emphasizing the necessity of informed resistance, principled action, and strategic intervention in oppressive systems. Neo's journey reflects the integration of insight, skill, and ethical awareness in challenging structures designed to constrain autonomy and moral choice. Psychological and existential dimensions are explored through Neo's awakening, doubt, and self-discovery. His transformation from uncertainty to conviction exemplifies the integration of cognitive reflection, experiential learning, and moral decision-making. The narrative examines how belief, identity, and self-perception influence action, highlighting that mastery and effective agency emerge from the alignment of understanding, ethical clarity, and skillful execution. Neo's evolution underscores the interplay between internal growth and external competence, illustrating that personal and systemic transformation require both insight and practical capability. Relational and team dynamics are central to narrative progression. Morpheus' mentorship, Trinity's partnership, and the support of the crew of the Nebuchadnezzar demonstrate the significance of trust, communication, and coordinated action in navigating complex, high-risk scenarios. The narrative emphasizes that relational intelligence, including empathy, negotiation, and shared purpose, is essential for operational success and the ethical application of power. Neo's integration into the team reinforces the value of combining individual skill with collective strategy in achieving both personal and societal objectives. The climax integrates cognitive mastery, physical skill, and ethical decision-making. Neo confronts Agent Smith in a sequence that tests adaptability, insight, and moral resolve, demonstrating that overcoming systemic constraints requires both internal conviction and strategic action. The resolution emphasizes the emergence of Neo as a fully realized agent capable of self-determined action within and against the system, illustrating that true mastery combines cognitive awareness, relational intelligence, ethical clarity, and physical capability. The narrative concludes with Neo embracing agency and the responsibility to shape reality, reinforcing themes of freedom, moral action, and the integration of skill and principle. Cinematography, visual effects, and sound design enhance narrative clarity, immersion, and thematic resonance. The use of bullet time, digital compositing, and stylized combat sequences reinforces both plot progression and conceptual exploration of perception, causality, and technological mediation. Urban landscapes, virtual environments, and visual symbolism amplify philosophical and operational themes, ensuring that spectacle reinforces rather than obscures narrative and ethical complexity. Sound design, score, and editing contribute to tension, pacing, and cognitive engagement, supporting both the narrative arc and the viewer's interpretive immersion. Ultimately, The Matrix presents a narrative in which cognitive awareness, ethical reasoning, relational intelligence, and operational skill converge within a technologically mediated and morally complex environment. The film emphasizes that mastery, heroism, and effective agency arise from the integration of insight, adaptability, moral clarity, and relational competence, demonstrating that personal growth and systemic intervention are inseparable. By blending action, philosophical inquiry, ethical exploration, and technological speculation, The Matrix reinforces the appeal of protagonists who harmonize intellect, morality, and capability to navigate high-stakes, unpredictable, and morally ambiguous environments, illustrating that true empowerment derives from the alignment of knowledge, skill, and ethical principle.